Hi, so today I wanted to take a look at a bottom bracket from Wheels Manufacturing. So this is a bottom bracket for use with 30mm axle systems, such as the race face cinch, as well as various other ones. So this is a BSA 30, so this is a threaded external bottom bracket. They also do this for the press fit system, if that's what you've got on your frame. These are made in the USA and they use enduro bearings. This is available in a few different versions, so they all look the same, which is they are all black anodized, they don't do any color variations. And then you can choose between a standard radial bearing, this angular contact bearing that's here, as well as a ceramic version. And the main difference between them is just the quality of the bearings that are used. So the angular contact bearing just uses a higher quality bearing, and as the name implies, the bearings are held at an angle, which allows more of the balls to contact the race, so you get a slightly smoother system and it has slightly more longevity. So just have a quick look around the cups themselves. So if you're looking for a tool, Hope do a tool that fits under their bottom brackets, also fits under these handily. If you're just looking for a cheap tool, I'll leave a link in the description to this. Also Park Tools, as well as various other manufacturers, do tools that will fit these, but make sure you get the correct tool size for these. And as you can see, it's just 3 pieces. You've got your tube and then a drive and non-drive side. And we'll just have a look in the box, see what else you get. So you get a little card here with a link to the website for the fitting instructions. And then this is the spacers. So these are slightly different from most bottom brackets in that the spacers actually sit on the axle as opposed to under the bottom bracket. So you'd get the bottom bracket here, and then you get a cover that sits over the top of the bearing, and then the spacers would sit on top of there in between the bottom bracket and the axle, as opposed to under the cup, which is the standard. I mean, there's nothing technically to stop you doing that if you've got some spacers. Obviously these ones won't fit, but you could just use normal spacers if you've got a particular sizing requirement for your frame. It comes with 2 half-mil and 2 1-mil, so you get 3mm of spacers to use. So the reason I wanted to get one of these is because these obviously enduro bearings, which is a nice high quality bearing, and the price is pretty reasonable on them. And if you've ever used a 30mm axle system, the race face ones, for example, are terrible bearings and tend to fall apart pretty quickly. So if you're looking for a higher quality bottom bracket for use with your 30mm axle system, these ones look pretty good. What I'm going to be doing is running these for the next year or so and see how they hold up. I've been using the Hope 30mm bottom bracket, and I've been using these for, I think, this particular one for about a year and a half, and it's held up and still running pretty good. So I'm going to see how these ones last, because they are slightly cheaper than the Hope ones, and they're more readily available, I'd say, than the Hope ones, particularly in the States. So if you're looking for a nice highly quality bottom bracket, these might be worth looking at.